Johnson, then Senator Sessions, then Senator Murray, I think, and then that.
Director Elmendorf, we're giving you a sheet of paper on the cost of Obamacare. Quick couple of rapid-fire questions on Social Security. The trust fund holds about $2.6 trillion of non-marketable government bonds, correct?
That sounds about right, Senator.
Okay. And then the Treasury has a $2.6 trillion liability, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so if you consolidate the books of the federal government, the asset offsets liability and it has a net monetary value of 0, correct?
Yes, that's right.
Okay, so the trust fund really to the federal government has no monetary value in total, consolidated basis.
So and in fact, Senator, we work, as you know, on a consolidated basis. That's why we talk about the federal debt held by the public, and we talk about the prospective revenue and spending for the entire government.
The federal government is an entity. It has 0 monetary value. Now I want to go back to my cost of Obamacare. In front of you now is what I was looking at that showed over the next 10 years the cost of the Affordable Care Act would be about $2.4 trillion. I'm not sure what you were categorizing as about 1.3, but I mean, do you basically agree with this analysis, discretionary spending? I won't go through it, but.
So let me clarify what I was saying. I was referring to the cost of the coverage provisions of the Affordable Care Act.
All the expenses that the Affordable Care Act is going to cost the federal government over the next 10 years, about $2.4 trillion, correct?
So we have not tried to tote up the costs in this way, Senator. I can check. I have here our estimate of the effects of repealing the legislation that we provided to the Speaker of the House last summer that has a breakdown of total outlays and receipts, and if I can find it. So by our estimates from last summer, the total cost, the total addition in outlays over the coming decade was about $900 billion, and the total increase in revenues was about $1 trillion from the Affordable Care Act. But you are doing, I think, a different sort of breakdown into construct the pieces you have here, and we can look at it and talk with you, but I can't.
Yeah, I definitely, because we're showing about $2.4 trillion, about $1 trillion in revenue. So my question is, where does the $1.4 trillion come from to make up that gap? So we'll talk to you offline.
So as I said generally before, Senator, there are cuts in other sorts of spending and increases in revenues, and that's why, on balance, taking all of the provisions of the Affordable Care Act together, we estimated that it would reduce deficits, and that repealing it would increase deficits.
In the current budget window, you're still sticking to that?
Yes.
In the current budget window, okay.
Yes, Senator.
Thank you. Senator Sessions.